And can you hear me?
Yeah, we are live.
Oh, fuck yeah. There we go. Tried and trues. Tried and
Tried and true.
trues.
That's right. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
That's right. That's right. Why? Yeah, that's right. Why try to reinvent the wheel?
That's
Why
right.
try to reinvent the wheel?
I mean, some people might want spinners, but I think they're stupid. I think spinner rims are stupid. Like Cal Williams says, I'm gonna tell you something about them spinning rims that you may not know. From inside the car, you can't even see them bitches spin. you gotta rely on the person at the bus stop. You gotta look at him like he's cool. That's right. Now I'm spinning. I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
And they were always like those shopping carts in the fucking mall where one spinner just wasn't spinning as fast as the other ones.
I know, dude. This morning I went to the fucking store, and I don't know why, but I always somehow get the retarded fucking ones. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not. I can't say that. I can't say that word. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Fucktarded. The word's now fucktarded.
Right. So I always get the fucktarded ones where like one or two with the wheels is fucking just spinning. Right.
Right.
Like it's not like it's revolving. Right. Instead of fucking like spinning and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? It's not
That's not,
spinning like a wheel. It's
dude.
spinning
That's not
like a
even.
fucking top.
That's not even fucktarded at that point, dude.
It's just broken.
This is broke.
It's just broken. Like what the fuck? Anyway.
Orale, what's up, homies? It's the Chino and Homeboy podcast, theophilosologicalizing.
That's right.
And
I love that word.
yeah, exactly. Welcome to our 4th episode. I didn't think we'd make it this far, but somehow we're maintaining consistency. So
Right.
that's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing.
It isn't. It definitely not.
No.
It's not a bad thing.
No. So, Friday was National Tequila Day. I did not partake. I'm kind of on this thing called sobriety.
Well, let's be more specific. Sobriety.
So,
you know what I mean?
alcohol, because
Right.
marijuana is not addictive, but you can become chemically dependent on alcohol. Depending on your psychological perspectives, some people believe that you can become chemically dependent on alcohol because if you are like a tried and true alcoholic, and I mean you're like a hardcore alcoholic, and you quit cold turkey, you can die.
Mm-hmm. That's
You
right.
can die. So
Absolutely.
yes, so it is entirely possible to become chemically dependent on alcohol. You could be a pot smoker for decades. I'm talking like, you got a habit, right? And you quit pot cold turkey, you ain't gonna die. You're gonna feel like, okay, cool.
You might get a bit irritable.
Maybe.
Yeah. Like you might get a bit irritable, but other than that, I mean, you're fine. Like you won't get the shakes. You won't get the delirium tremens. You won't get
right.
This ridiculous withdrawal period where you could die. So
this is how bad alcohol is as a quote unquote drug. All right. If you quit alcohol cold turkey, you will die. Even heroin doesn't do that shit to you.
Damn, that's crazy.
You quit heroin cold turkey, you will feel like you're gonna die, but you won't die.
Right, exactly. You'll just see babies and shit fucking crawling on the ceiling, turning their heads around and like train spotting.
That's right.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
But again, I'm no medical expert. I don't know. There might be incidences where someone has died after, withdrawing from heroin on their own. I don't know. I didn't do any research before I pulled some shit out of my ass, okay?
But you know what? Here's the thing. You guys can do your own goddamn research.
Yeah, you can do your own damn research. And by the way, I like to remind everybody, I am Republican. So if I pull something out of my ass, just take it as gospel. All right, like my word is like Jesus's word is gospel. It's gospel.
God damn it, that's on brand.
That's right. That's on brand. Hallelujah. Praise Elon Musk. It was a callback. I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop myself. It was a callback. I'm sorry. I know he said we wouldn't. But it was a callback. I couldn't help it. It was right there in the air.
It's all good. Elon Musk, you're right.
You're all right, Elon Musk. Although, however, Elon Musk did make a couple of questionable tweets earlier this week. On one, he said Twitter sucks, and I'm like, did you not know that Twitter was a giant cesspool of human beings? It's a cesspool of humanity, man. I mean,
it's the dredges, dude. You know, what did you expect?
It's the land of trolls, bro.
Right.
Land of trolls. You should have known. You're one of them. You're one of them. Because on another tweet, it was pronouns suck, because he doesn't like that people that people are demanding self-respect for themselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
For other people to respect them as human beings, because they want to use pronouns other than he and she, her, him. You know, don't use it, because that's offensive. All right, you only use it when you're referring to babies.
Shit. Pronouns. What a fucking time to be alive.
I know.
We're worrying about pronouns.
I mean, know.
I'll call you, I'll call you whatever you want. It's all good.
Right?
You know?
Yeah, exactly. You know? People
like
call me asshole all the time, and I am not offended.
Right.
That's apparently my pronoun.
Right. Hey, asshole. Like, what's up?
Yeah, exactly.
You know? Like,
why are you such a
dick? You apply all happy and shit. You apply all fucking chipper, like, hey, what's up? What's going on? Like with a fucking big ass smile on your face.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
I'll call you whatever you want.
Exactly. See, you want to be called whatever pronoun you want to. I as homeboy, I know I'm Republican. I'm not supposed to say this, but you know what? Fuck Republicans. I'll call you whatever pronoun. I'll call you. Hey, I'm Republican. I can say shit like that. I'll call you whatever pronoun you want me to call you. I don't give a fuck. They're just words, people. They're just fucking words. Okay. All right. Yep. Get off it. All right. They're just words.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is on brand.
It's on brand. So, in honor of a belated national Tequila Day, there are two types of people in this world. All right, there are the people who forgive tequila and absolve tequila of all of its sins, because clearly tequila has tried to kill everybody at least once in their life, if they're drinkers, right? If they're drinkers, right? Tequila has made an attempt on your life.
Right.
Guaranteed. Now, you're either the kind that forgives tequila for that, or you're the kind that just says, you know what, tequila, fuck you. We ain't ever talking again.
Right.
In fact,
I forsake thee.
In fact, if you're that kind of person, when you smell tequila next to you, you're like, oh, is tequila around? Oh, I can't fuck with tequila. I can't fuck with that shit.
Yeah. Like, I rebuke thee, Satan.
Right, exactly.
But see, I have a question though. Like, I'm sure that you've heard, other people, they say that whenever they get jabbed on tequila, whenever they drink tequila,
right,
they want to fight.
Right.
Do you feel that way? Because I don't feel that way.
No, I don't feel that way either.
Yeah, like I happen to enjoy tequila. As a matter of fact, when in the past, when you and I would go traipsing around our old stomping grounds in San Diego,
yep,
the first thing we would do when we get to a place is we'd go stainless. We'd have our shot of tequila.
That's right.
And that's how we would start our night. So
that's right.
And like I said, I enjoy tequila. So I never understood when people said, "Oh yeah, when I drink tequila, I want to fight." Like, I don't. Like, I'm a very happy person.
Right.
With tequila. Like,
that's right.
Now, if I drink Jaeger, I want to fuck everybody up. Like,
right.
Right. But and that's the reason why I don't drink Jaeger anymore.
Yeah. You want to know? You want to know why Jaeger makes you want to fight?
Why?
Because it tastes like shit and it's not tequila.
You got a point. That's true. That is true. I don't want. Yeah, the reason why I wouldn't fight when I drink Jaeger is because it tastes like shit and it's not tequila. You're
Yeah,
absolutely
exactly. What do you mean no tequila? Fine, fucking Jaeger. I'm gonna fight somebody.
right. Yeah, like I am pissed.
I'm
I am
pissed.
mad. I don't care.
That's right. For those of you that don't know what stainless is, right? It's the only way to drink tequila. All right.
Yeah.
It's you take a tequila white blanco for you bougie motherfuckers. Blanco. I want some tequila blanco.
That's right. Tequila
Um,
Blanco.
and no salt.
That's right.
No lime, no chaser.
No lime. That's right.
That's right. That's how
Basically,
you
you
drink.
drink that shit like a man.
That's right. Manx. Although
Like a man.
I'm opposed to using the word to claiming this is what a man is supposed to look like. This is what a man drinks. Drinking tequila like a man. No. You're drinking tequila like a badass motherfucker, not like some punk ass bitch. That's what I prefer to say.
Right? Is that what a man looks like?
That's that what a man looks like? No. That's what a punk ass bitch looks like.
You know what?
That looks like a badass
Self-improvement is
motherfucker.
masturbation.
Exactly. Self-improvement is
Self-improvement is
masturbation.
masturbation.
That's right.
Self-destruction.
That's right. Did you know, right? All right. So here's the thing. Here's a little tidbit about social psychology.
Gotcha.
So every war movie, quintessentially, right, is
Mhm.
is made. Every war movie is made as an anti-war movie, right?
Right.
Every movie I've ever watched, most of the time, it's a movie that is not supposed to glorify war,
Right.
right?
Right.
It either depicts the life of a specific service member's individual life experience, or it's an
Mhm.
anti-war film. One of those two.
Okay.
But they never try to glorify war because war bad. War is a bad thing. All right.
Right. Well, it depends on who you ask, but yeah, go ahead.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're talking to a fucking psychopath, of course.
Or a Republican. Where's
Or a Republican. Yeah. I mean, I bucked the trend on that one because wars cost as a fiscal conservative, wars cost
There you go.
money. Wars cost money. All right.
That's right.
If we're gonna go spend money and we're not gonna turn that place into a parking lot, I don't see the reason.
Right.
I mean, if
Turn
we're
into a
not gonna,
parking lot.
I mean, if we're not gonna make the
Starbucks in there, we're good.
yes, put a Starbucks, yeah, America 2.0.
That's right. Planet
If we're
Starbucks
not gonna
or
make the
whatever.
planet uninhabitable for all life, I don't see a reason for starting a war. Because
There you go.
every Republican's response whenever we start a war is always like, just fucking nuke them, just nuke them. Why are we
Mhm.
sending people over there? Just drop a nuke, because that's our answer to everything. Drop a fucking nuke. Oh, you mean we're actually sending people in? I don't know how I feel about this.
Right. Right. Just drop a nuke in there. You
Yeah.
know. Turn that glass into sand, and we'll put a Starbucks in there, maybe a mall. Put a NASCAR track.
Don't forget a McDonald's and a KFC, because after we
That's
drop
right.
a bomb, we gotta invade with our KFC diplomacy.
That's right. I forgot about that. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm your conciliary. I'm your fucking chief of staff, and I forgot about that shit.
That's
I
right.
apologize.
That's right.
KFC and McDonald's. There we go.
But when it comes to war movies, inevitably they're all war propaganda, because young male brains, for some strange reason, turn off the whole war is bad part, and they're like, that looks cool. Look, a bunch of that dude's friends just died on screen, and you're still thinking, well, he lived. I'm that guy.
Right. Exactly.
I'm not any of the dead ones. I'm the guy that did the badass shit and survived.
That's right.
I'm that guy.
Yeah.
And you want to know how I know this? Because I'm that guy. I'm the guy who's like, I want to do glorious shit like that. And nope, I did not do that, because as I got older, I'm like, maybe that shit maybe I should have been looking at the dead people more than the guy who survived.
Right.
Because I mean, don't get me
Right.
wrong, there was an awful lot of dudes that were dying and getting shit blown off. How come I didn't notice that
For real.
before?
For real, right? What's interesting is just to kind of have a sidebar conversation. I had a conversation recently, and I was talking about my thalassophobia, my my deep abiding fear of deep water.
Right.
And this person said, "How in the fuck were you in the Navy?"
I did ask you that too.
Yeah, you did ask me
I
that.
remember asking you that too.
Yeah, exactly. And so this person asked, like, how the fuck were you in the Navy and you're scared of, and you have this phobia? Why don't you join the Marines or the Army? And I said, I don't know, because at the time, getting shot at didn't exactly feel like the right thing. Like I didn't exactly like. I'm not, I don't know about you, but like I kind of enjoy my life as shitty as it is. Well, it's not shitty, but
Oh,
like I kind of enjoy my life as as it's going. So I don't
yeah,
want to get shot at right now.
yeah.
Like it was difficult. Like I was going through some rough shit at the time. You know, and even with all that, I just thought, yeah, I don't want to get shot at. So
Yeah.
water it is.
Yeah, no. I
And
mean,
then this person says, well, why not join the Air Force? And I'm like, one thing at a time, okay? Like,
uh,
you're asking way too many questions that I can't answer right now. All right, it's probably because I'm hungry.
and like, why
Let's
didn't you?
relax.
You know what? I had the perfect answer for why didn't you join the Air Force, right?
Because I don't want to play
Because
golf,
no, because the Navy. Yeah, well, I hate golf personally, but
right?
the Navy's bases were all near the water.
Mm-hmm.
Hello,
Right. Hell,
places
yeah, exactly.
like I don't know, Hawaii, right?
Right.
San Diego, right?
You know what I mean?
Bremerton. I mean, have you seen Puget Sound? It's fucking beautiful out there,
Actually,
right?
yes, I have, because I spent a few months up in the Pacific Northwest, and it is beautiful there.
Right? Bremerton. I mean, where are the fucking Air Force bases? No one fucking knows because they're in butt fuck Egypt.
Excuse me.
They needed to build all of their bases in empty fucking deserts and plains where no one can
Mm-hmm.
complain, where there aren't enough people to complain about all the jets flying overhead. So yeah, that's why I picked the Navy over the Air Force.
Yep. But but yeah, like I said,
You ask, in fact, ask any person in the Air Force and the Army, where were your deployments? And they're like,
mm-hmm.
oh, Iraq, Afghanistan,
Right,
maybe Germany, right? You
right, exactly.
ask a sailor or a Marine, where were your deployments? Well, we were deployed to Iraq, but we went to Guam, we went to Singapore, we went to
Mm-hmm.
Malaysia, we went to Thailand,
Australia.
we went to Phuket and no, not Phuket and Pattaya Beach. Dude,
Mm-hmm.
Hawaii. We went to Hawaii 6 times on our first deployment. Those people thought that we were rich. They're like,
Right, dude. And you
you're
know what?
back. You're back again.
Right, exactly. And here's the crazy part. That's only part of where you could potentially go as a
Yeah,
sailor.
yeah.
That's only on the West Coast. So you have Rhoda, you have all the shit in the East Coast. I forget.
Lisbon,
I forget it.
Portugal.
I forget. Right, exactly. And then you have, your I forget what it's called when you go down to South America. So you got
Oh,
Panama.
oh,
You
they're
got
the
it's
drug interdiction. Drug interdiction.
that's right. So you have that shit too. So it's just if you think about it, there's a lot more places to see when you're a sailor. So
Every job
it's
that's in
fun.
the Air Force, every job that's in the Army, the Navy's got it. The Navy has it. And if you really want to join the Army and you still want to enjoy those port visits, just be a Marine. Just be a Marine. That's it.
There you go.
You know? Yeah, Department of the Navy. Booyah! Whoop
That's
whoop.
right.
That's right.
No, we just want to make it clear that we're not harping on the Army
Or the
or the
Marine
Air Force.
Corps. They
Yeah,
do,
we,
or the air. Well, no, yeah, definitely the Air Force. We're definitely harping on the
yeah.
Air Force.
We have to. We were sailors, but that being said, we do appreciate our service members. We just
Yeah.
want to make that clear.
Another
So,
sidebar to the sidebar.
uh-huh.
The
Okay.
Army is bringing back those awesome fucking World War II uniforms. They call them pinks and greens. There ain't nothing pink in them, right? They just call
Mm-hmm.
them pinks and greens. But I think that
Mm-hmm.
uniform was way better than the ugly green booger uniform they were wearing for like decades.
Wait, hold on. When you say pinks and greens, I don't know. For some reason, I started thinking about Band of Brothers, and
Yeah,
like their
yeah,
was it like that?
yeah, those uniforms. Yeah, World War II, the badass World War II
Hell yeah.
Nazi killing uniforms.
That's that makes me want to fucking enlist in the army. Like it really does.
Yeah,
Just so I can wear the uniform.
I would
You
too,
know?
except I'm too old.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
I don't know if the National Guard will take me because of my age. But the other thing is, like, I don't think my marijuana smoking will go over well.
Yeah, they do have a
So
they
I
do
think
have
the
a
military still
policy
does
about
have a
that.
zero tolerance policy.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Uh,
But you know,
oh man. So back to all war movies are inevitably war propaganda, right?
okay,
Because again, young male brains don't see all the dead and the dismemberment. They only see the glory of the one who survived, right? They don't see all of the wounded warriors, all of the uh, people that die. They don't see that. They just see I'm the guy who's going to win glory for himself and the United States, right?
right.
Thus, Fight Club.
Shit.
Fight Club.
Well, I mean, that's true.
Fight Club was actually a fictional criticism of toxic male masculinity, right?
Hmm.
But that message was lost with, man, it looks cool to beat the fuck out of each other. And then ask anyone, what's his name? Do you remember what his name is? What's his name? His name is Robert Paulson. No one's gonna remember Robert fucking Paulson. Everyone just remembers Brad Pitt's badass beating the fuck out of people. You know what? The end of the movie, the end of the people are probably like, oh yeah, the end sucked. I just really liked all the fighting.
Yeah, it triggered something in my primal brain.
Right? Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what it is exactly.
Once all the fight, once that fighting, the war fighting, the fucking beating the shit out of each other, that triggers, something in the male brain, that creates
Hmm.
a certain level of excitement where, and once it triggers that primate, that primate part of your brain, that primitive
Hmm.
aspect, that primitive thing,
Hmm.
it shuts
Hmm.
off reasoning. There is no reasoning. You're not reasoning when, I mean, a lot of fighters, right? They're like, oh, he's a very intelligent fighter. I'm like, maybe, but I mean, I've been hit in the face, and let me tell you, all thoughts go out the window, and I'm just like, I'm gonna fuck this dude up. And it's just muscle memory at that
Right.
point. It's just muscle memory at that point.
That's right. Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
That's why Bruce Lee said, I do not fear the man who's practiced 1,000 moves once, but the man who's practiced a kick 1,000 times.
yeah, I fear not. I think what he said was, "I fear not the man who's practiced 1,000 kicks once. I
Yeah,
fear the man who's practiced one kick 1,000 times."
yeah,
So yeah,
exactly. Muscle memory,
yeah,
bitches. Look at that shit.
that's
And
right. Wait, he
again, hold on, again with the warning. I majored in English. I'm not a professional physiologist. I don't know. I really don't know jack shit about
kinesiologist.
it. Whatever. See, I don't even know the right science. I don't even know the right science. So please do your own damn research.
Yeah,
Jamie
I think.
can't do all this research for us. We only do this for like an hour and 45 minutes. There ain't no
Yeah,
time. Do your own research.
yeah. I think
Educate yourself.
Bruce Lee also said, when he contracts, I expand. When he expands, I contract. And when the opportunity presents itself, I don't hit.
Right.
It hits all by itself. And
Yep.
that's muscle memory through and through.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and actually there is there is such a thing as muscle memory.
Even
Like I don't know if you guys have ever like been driving or like you're going through the same route that you usually take, and next thing you know you're home, or like for example, this happened to me recently where like I'm going to work, and I usually park at this one spot, and I ended up because I I'm so used to, well, I went to work to go pick something up because I had to go to a different work site. But I'm so used to just parking at this one regular spot that like I completely forgot. It's muscle memory because you do it so often. So
you want to know why
you know
that
what I mean?
is? You want to know why that is? I
Because
don't
we're
I don't know.
lazy? I don't know.
Sort of. Actually, that is partially true. There is some truth to what you just said. So
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not just
I
a pretty face. I have some pretty good ideas too. But go
I
ahead, man.
know. See, I got a face for radio, but I got all the ideas.
Homeboy's the brains of the operation. They just kind of tag along and like, okay, that looks like fun. Let me do it. And Homeboy goes, go for it. I'll record.
Right? I'll record.
I'll record.
Hey, watch this. I'm the guy who says watch this, and then I'll go over to the other guy and like, hey, do the thing again.
Hey, do the thing. Yeah, exactly.
Your peoples is watching. Show them.
Yeah. Or actually, you said this to me in the past, like faster and more intense. Faster and more intense.
Yeah.
Just like faster and more intense.
No, we were not fucking each other at the time. You damn filthy animals, you. And I know what you guys were thinking. I know what you were thinking. Chino was fucking him in the ass, and he was like, faster, more intense. No, that's not what was happening. But now you can't get that idea out of your head, so fuck you.
Yeah. Right. They wouldn't,
No.
they wouldn't be able to handle me fast and hard anyway.
Right? Exactly.
Anyway.
I'm not dealing with that Filipino monster.
Stop talking about my penis. Stop talking about my Powell. Stop talking about my penis.
Shout out to Robert Powell, who's in the Philippines, actually.
Uncle Rob, we miss you, buddy.
That's right. We miss you, Uncle Rob. So the reason why muscle memory works that way, right? Like you're driving the same route, and your muscles are really like you're kind of like a trance-like state. So you're conscious, but you're not fully conscious. And the reason why the brain does that is because the brain requires a lot of calories. All right. Out of a 2,000 calorie diet, your brain takes up 500 of those calories.
Right. Yeah, a quarter. Right? Yeah, a quarter of your body's energy expenditure is from your brain.
Yeah. So, no matter how many calories you consume, right? 500 of those calories guaranteed. Your brain's gonna take all of them. There is no equal distribution of that shit. Your brain's gonna take those 500 calories because it knows me first.
Right, exactly. Like I gotta keep everybody else alive in this motherfucker.
Right. Exactly.
Like, I'm doing all the work. Right? I'm doing most of the work. Yeah. I gotta keep an eye on you. I gotta make sure you keep on ticking.
Right.
You know what I mean? I gotta make sure that, hey, this is full. I gotta dump it out. That kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A lot of people don't take for granted. They take for granted that when you sleep, your brain is still functioning. All right. It's functioning at a minimum level, but it's still functioning. It is still functioning. Yeah. Let's see. But here's an important thing about sleep. And this is why anyone who says, I don't need that much sleep, we gotta be wary of those people, right? Because when you sleep, your brain gets rid of toxic shit, right? It's the time it gets rid of its fucking shit. All of the shit that's in there that's been accumulating, all the toxic cell waste that's been accumulating throughout the day because of how much work that motherfucker does. It takes the time when you sleep to get rid of all of that shit because it can become neurally toxic. Again, I only majored in English. Look this shit up. But you know what? I'm right.
Right. I read somewhere as well that one of the reasons why you sleep is, yes, all the stuff that you mentioned, it's also the time for your body to recover. And going back to the brain, it gives an opportunity for your brain to dream. Now, your brain needs to dream in order to just kind of sort out and make sense of and, either keep or dispose of the data that it collects,
right?
So that's your brain's way of processing, everything. So while you're asleep and there's not much, so it gets like a quick little, okay, well, the body's not too busy anymore. I can make sense of this shit now,
right?
So if you don't sleep, you don't get to dream,
right?
And what ends up happening is there's been studies done, I should say, where they kept their test subjects up for an extended period of time, and what they found is they start dreaming or hallucinating, uh,
Yeah.
essentially dreaming when they're awake.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, and people have gone
The
insane.
waking dream.
Exactly, and people have gone insane from lack of sleep.
Yeah. You
You know,
can't,
so it's very important.
yeah, you can make someone go, you can make someone psychotic by depriving them of
Hmm.
sleep.
Yes.
So that is yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, you hear about soldiers having firefights that have lasted, you know, several days,
Days. Yeah.
right? There is some. I'm pretty sure people can write fucking theses on this, but sleep deprivation is probably a major contributing factor of PTSD. I'm sure it's out there. I haven't
Hmm.
done any actual reading on the subject, but I'm pretty sure if you Google sleep deprivation and PTSD, it's definitely on there. So,
Yeah.
and
Well.
if anyone that you are related to is depriving you, like intentionally depriving you of sleep, that's mental abuse, and you need to call somebody for real. Like you definitely need to call someone because that's mental abuse, and that should not stand.
Yeah.
So call somebody,
Call
get some
some.
help.
Yeah. Call
Yeah.
someone. Get some
So
help. Fart in their mouth. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Anyway.
Or just in their face, they'll get pink eye. Pillow maybe.
Right.
And
Cleveland.
none of you sick
This
twisted motherfuckers go farting on your friend's pillow. Yes, he's gonna get pink eye, but guess what? He's gonna give that shit to you too.
squeeze out a Cleveland steamer on their chest. That's fucking disgusting, dude.
Oh man. Oh. What are you gonna say?
No, I was just gonna comment some more on the whole sleep thing.
Oh, go ahead. Go
When
ahead. Continue.
when we were in the Navy,
Yeah.
I've experienced. Excuse me, I can't speak very well. I've experienced firsthand what it's like to have like extreme sleep deprivation. Um,
Right.
I think uh, during the Navy, like my days in the Navy, my years in the Navy, is when I experienced the most intense bouts of insomnia
Right.
I've ever experienced in my life.
Yeah.
And there was because of how addled my brain was from how it became encumbered. The smallest little tasks became exhausting, and I couldn't focus properly, and there were actually two incidents where like I fucked up so badly that I thought I was gonna get I thought I was gonna get in trouble again.
Right.
But I think that my people, the khakis, the senior enlisted people that I had in my division recognized that it's not he's doing this on purpose or he's an idiot. He's fucking exhausted. He's tired.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't get in trouble. But in any case, yeah, when you're that sleep deprived, like your decision making just goes to shit.
Yeah.
Like even the simplest decisions, and we were talking about muscle memory earlier.
Yep.
Like you kind of just go automatic, and there are times when you just you make bad decisions is
Yeah.
essentially what I'm trying to say. I don't want to say out loud what it is that happened because I don't want to put any person on the spot, but like you because I was so sleep deprived, I I could have cost people life and limb, and the ship some money there. So
Yeah.
get some
Yeah.
sleep, people. Get some sleep.
Yeah. Sleep's important. Sleep is important.
Yeah.
Proper diet also important. You got to keep the brain properly nourished.
Right.
Yeah. Maslow's pyramid of needs, people. Maslow's pyramid of needs. Look it up. Look it the
Mm-hmm.
fuck up. You'll start seeing a whole lot of reasons why, Medicare for all is probably a good idea. Probably a good
Mm-hmm.
idea to try and feed as many people as possible, because mental health issues, I mean, uh, I can't even go into it. It's extensive. It's extensive. Maslow's
Yes.
pyramid of needs. Look it up.
Yeah. Well, maybe one of these days we'll talk. We'll have a serious discussion about you know, mental health issues,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know, stuff like
yeah.
that. So,
And Maslow's pyramid of needs. Got to do a little more
and
research
Maslow's
on it, but
pyramid.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, but you know, if we can go back to alcohol as an addiction, right? And
Mm-hmm.
depending on who it is you talk to, like, you know, um there was a study. I forget where it was I forget when it was conducted.
Mm-hmm.
um but in America we think of addiction as like if I'm not addicted to it, and the people that are, those people have you know, they have a, it's their problem, fuck them, right?
Right.
But no one ever really addresses what the problem is, just that they're weak people. Those people are just
Mm-hmm.
fucking weak, right?
Right.
Well, there was an experiment called Rat Park, right?
Mm-hmm.
And uh, there was a doctor, I forget his name, who uh, put rats isolated in a cage.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, I forget what drug he put in their water, right? He gave them the option of drugged
I think it
water.
was cocaine.
Was
I
it
think it was.
cocaine? I thought it
I
was
think it was cocaine.
heroin. I thought it was heroin. But it
I
was
think it was cocaine.
but I think it was definitely a drug the that yeah, that people thought was highly addictive, right?
Right.
Which is why I think it
Right.
was heroin, right? It was highly addictive. Anyway, so they put the rats or mice in isolation, gave them the option of drugged water or clean water, and
Mm-hmm.
the isolated mice inevitably just started, like, they were in a cage, no friends, no nothing, no toys, no nothing. And
Mm-hmm.
he found that the mice or the rats, I think, would they would just they just keep drinking the drugged water until they OD'd and
Mm-hmm.
died,
Right.
right?
Yeah. I think I've read the same study. I also don't remember the doctor's name or the scientist's name, but
Yeah,
I do remember. Yes, it is a drug, and I want to say it is cocaine.
yeah. So
And yeah, it came to a point where the mouse or the mice became so addicted that that was the only thing that they consumed was that drug water to the point where they died.
right now
So
here's
I
the
do remember
now
that. Yeah.
now here's the motherfucker of the experiment, right? So he
Mm-hmm.
created what he called Rat Park, which was, you know, everything a rat could ever want or need. Everything.
Mm-hmm.
All of its needs were met, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They had friends to play with. They had toys that they could always play with. You know, they were well fed, properly looked after. I mean, these were some happy ass rats, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And what he found out was that the rats would either only take little sips of the drug water or just avoid the drug water, period. Right? They wouldn't even drink it. They would go ahead and drink the regular fucking water. Right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
And he even got some of the isolated rats, the rats that were deprived, that were in isolation, and who
Mm-hmm.
had not OD'd yet. He put them at Rat Park, and they recovered
Huh.
to the point where they didn't even touch the drugged water at all.
Right.
The recovery was like that. The isolated rats actually recovered from their quote unquote addiction to this hard drug, right?
Right.
Which he concluded, the drug is not necessarily the addiction, right? The drug
Mm-hmm.
is the escape from loneliness and isolation.
Right.
That's what's killing people. The drug just simply exacerbates and finishes you off.
Now that begs the question then, so if this experiment was done on uh, uh, okay, before I continue, I want to preface this by saying that I do not in any way condone uh, animal experimentation. That's not what I'm saying here, but the question that does need to be asked is, um, if this type of experiment experiment was to be conducted on an animal that doesn't have the social structure, for example,
Yeah.
like a mouse would, or like a human being would, or if the animal isn't like a quote unquote social animal. Like, let's say if you did this shit to a koala, right? Koalas
Okay.
are isolated. They're
Right.
solitary creatures, or sloths even, right?
Yeah.
I mean, number one, it would be interesting to see a sloth jacked on cocaine, but but also, like, I'm interested to see how how an isolated animal like a sloth is, how
Right.
how it would be affected, by this experiment.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think that would just kind of be an experiment for the sake of experimentation, because it would actually have no benefit to mankind.
Well, right. So no, right, right. Right.
That's just I kind of want to just see some shit. That's
Well,
that kind of
the reason,
I just kind of want to see what would happen. I want to see a sloth jacked up on cocaine.
right, right, but right, right, exactly.
I mean, I
I
just
think it
want to
would be fun.
caveat that. I just want to caveat it. Says this experiment would have no benefit to mankind because none of us are like that. That's just I want to see some shit.
Right. However, yeah, right. While there may not be any innate benefits to this experiment, it would be fun as hell to see a sloth go from like what 1 foot an hour to 25 feet an hour. I don't know. but, but shit, I completely forgot my fucking train of thought. Anyway, no, okay, no, I just recovered it. So the reason why I'm asking this question is, I wanted to see basically the falsifiability of that experiment. So like you want to as much as possible in science.
Right.
If you have an idea, or if you have a theory that you're
Right.
working on, or if you have a hypothesis, right? What you
Yeah.
want to do, is you want to falsify your results. Meaning you want to make sure that you want to take out every single control factor. So like you want to make sure that you are doing the right thing. You want to proving yourself wrong in science is like, it's actually a very good thing. That's
Yeah.
how you get to the correct answers. So the reason I asked that question, like I said,
Right.
is because you have a social animal like a mouse. So you take that social aspect away by doing this experiment on a solitary animal and see what happens.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. That would be
I
interesting.
mean, or it could be completely wrong, and it could be a total fucking disaster of an idea. But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So
But
again, I don't.
but
I
it
don't.
would
I don't, I
be
don't want
but it would be interesting to see a sloth jacked up on cocaine.
to. Yes, and like, truth be told, I would never do it, but that is kind of like the prevailing idea in my head is it would be interesting to see a sloth high on coke.
Right.
So we'll see. Wait, speaking of the, I'm sure you've heard, the story of this bear who fucking finds, some cash, or not a cash, but I guess someone dropped a kilo or two, or whatever it was. It was a significant amount of cocaine that it found. I think it was, dropped by a plane, in a smuggling run. I don't know.
Right.
But the important detail is a bear finds it
Yeah.
and consumes it, and goes on a fucking rampage until it dies of an overdose. But
Oh
it
shit.
fucking destroys cabins and shit. Like, look it up. It's in the internet somewhere. I don't remember the exact details, but I do remember that the bear finds it, gets high as fuck on the yay, and then just goes on a fucking rampage.
Holy
And they
fuck.
eventually find. Yeah, I think the bear consumes like the entire thing of coke that it found, and it dies of an overdose like fucking hours later or some shit. But
Holy
not
fuck.
before it like goes on a fucking warpath.
God damn.
So yeah, cocaine's a hell of a drug, man.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Fuck your couch. What about my legs?
Right. So like so last week I was a little ambitious, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I needed to pee. I don't have to pee this time, but we took a break halfway through the show, thinking, oh, if we put a break, I could put in a commercial in the middle of this fucking thing.
Uh-huh.
They didn't give me any more sponsorships to put in the middle of the show, and I tried putting the one sponsorship we did have in the middle of the show. They didn't let me. So we ain't pausing this time because I ain't got to pee. I didn't drink as much coffee. So we're just going to keep right on going.
I was about to say, what a bunch of fucking assholes. Really? No sponsorships?
I think we need to reach a certain listenership before we can get any more sponsors. So if you're not telling your friends about us, you need to be pushing us like crack, right?
Right.
You need to stop toking enough to be like, hey guys, you gotta listen to these guys. They're hilarious. And then take another toke.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, exactly. Do it while it's being passed around.
Subscribe, motherfuckers. Subscribe.
Yeah. Push us like crack or I'll fight you. That's no
exactly. Push us like crack or we'll fight. That's right. First rule is, y'all know the first rule. I ain't gotta say it.
That's right.
Is this the second rule too, motherfuckers?
Yeah. Shh.
All right. Yeah. So we got to talk about Taylor Swift.
Why? Is she talking about me again?
No. But I wouldn't be surprised if she was.
Why should we talk about Taylor Swift?
Because if we don't mention Taylor Swift in name, I can't put her on a list of shit that we talked about, and I needed Taylor Swift's name for the SEO.
Okay, all right.
I got nothing against Tay Tay. My girls love Tay Tay. All right, so I ain't gonna say shit about Tay Tay.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I mean, I do her again.
She does good.
I'd call her back. Yeah, Taylor Swift, I'll call you.
Have your peoples call my peoples.
Yeah, have your peoples call my peoples.
Slide into the DMs. We're okay with that too.
Well, so when I say my people, I'm talking about Homeboy. So yeah, slide into Homeboy's DMs to make this shit happen.
I will hooks it up.
There you go.
No, but she does good. She does good work. She does good work. She's called out. Yeah. She's called out the presidential potamus on his bullshit.
Right.
She gives to charities. So she does good work. It's all jokes. Right. It's all jokes. It's all jokes. Tay. It's all jokes.
Yeah.
All right. We just needed you for the SEO.
Shout out to Taylor Swift. Oh
man. Hey, dude, did you finally get a chance to see that video that I sent you?
Which one? You've sent me a lot of videos.
The one with the lady who blew up her ex's car.
Oh, yeah. So the whole time, right? I was thinking, the whole time I was thinking, like, what the fuck did you expect to happen? You dumb broad. Like, really, bro?
Right? Exactly.
Like, come on now. Enclosed space with highly volatile and explosive vapors and materials.
I think it was I think she poured a full gallon and a half or however much that little fucking thing holds inside of the car, dude. Yeah. And how did you see? She what I thought the funny part was when the car exploded. Mm-hmm. And she got blown back and hit the other car.
She got launched, yeah,
she got launched out of the car and then onto the floor.
Right.
Because at first I was like, "Oh shit, that bitch is dead. Oh fuck, she died." Right, and then she started crawling away. Like she crawled away in a hurry. All right, and I'm like, "Oh, she's okay. I can laugh now." Right, she's alive. I can laugh now. And she started crawling away. Right, and then like as she was crawling away, she was like, "Oh shit, I'm leaving evidence behind." So she crawled her ass back to gather up the evidence, not knowing she was on camera. And then she ran away. And then I'm like, "How the fuck are you gonna get away with that shit? You just have burned all your eyebrows off and shit. Why ain't you got no eyelashes, honey? Right. And why you smell like gasoline?"
Yeah, exactly. Like, you don't have a very distinctive look. You look guilty as shit right now. So it's like, so
you got had a very distinctive look. Guilt.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's like this is something I've thought about in the past. Like,
Yeah.
you know, if you're an albino, for example, right?
Right.
Like,
Shout out to all
if you're
albino people. They're just jokes.
right,
They're just jokes.
they're just jokes. No, don't mean to offend, you know. But like, if you're an albino, right?
Yeah.
You would think you're rare. So
Right.
don't commit
No,
a crime because there's
don't
only
just-
15 of you in the country.
Don't just think you're rare. You are.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Like, you're rare. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's like 15 or 20 of you in the country. Like, you're very, you stand out.
Yeah.
You know, so whatever you do, don't commit a fucking crime.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Exactly.
So it's like this lady is like an albino now because, you know, she's got fucking singed, you know, hair in her face. She smells
Right.
like gasoline.
Yep.
You know, it's like, okay, you're guilty as fuck.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
you look guilty. You smell guilty. You know what I mean? Exactly. If I lick you, I bet you taste guilty. Like, what the fuck? You know?
You're like the umami of guilt.
Right. Exactly. You're the umami of guilt. I can taste. You know, I can savor how guilty you are. You know what I mean? And now I want some sushi.
Oh yeah, I had sushi last night, man. It was magnificent. It was
Dude,
magnificent.
I was
It was
thinking about
delivered.
last night.
It was delivered.
Yeah,
It
dude.
was delivered.
See,
Yep.
simpatico.
Yeah.
Fucking patico, because I was thinking last night, man, I would love to have some sushi. And I was actually on Postmates,
Yeah.
looking for, you know, for stuff, and there was stuff around me. It was, I mean, reasonably close.
Yeah.
But they all closed. Like at the time where, you know, when I was looking,
Yeah.
you know, things were closing. So I had
Yeah.
like 15 minutes to make a fucking order. I'm like, I don't fucking know what, I can't decide. I want everything in this goddamn menu. Because I'm used to, okay.
I'm
used
ready to
having
break the
all you
bank
can
for
eat.
my fucking fix.
Exactly.
Just tap it into
Now-
my veins. just put nagiti straight to the vein. Nagiti to the vein.
Just mainline that shit. Mainline that shit, you know. Now, let me tell you guys a story, okay? Homeboy and I, when we were young pups in San Diego, we had this one spot
Young Sushi
where we would Young Sushi. Shout out to Young Sushi.
off Bonita Road in
Yeah.
San Diego. Go.
That's
Go
right.
there.
Yep, check them out. They were, and at the time they had a promotion. It was like $20 all you can eat sushi, and it was fucking great. We went there so much that our pictures were on the wall. We were sushi monsters.
That's right.
And we have our own fucking sushi chef. It was great. George, shout out to George.
Shout out to George,
Um,
wherever you are. We don't know if he's still
there
there or
was-
not. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while, but there was this one time when we went on a Sunday, and George wasn't working that day, and we normally don't go on Sundays to begin with, you know. So
Yeah.
it just so like
We just had a
so
craving.
happened-
Just had a
Yeah,
craving.
we just had a craving, and we went, and you know, George wasn't working that day, but it just so happened that he was in the same area, like in the same strip mall
Yeah.
where Young Sushi was, and I think the owner called him and said that we were there, and so he came in and like served us sushi, and after we left, he left. You know,
Yeah.
that was cool.
Fuck yeah,
Remember that?
dude. Yeah, I did. I want to
Yeah.
have a personal sushi chef like that again.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. That's why you
That was-
need
that was
to tell
awesome.
your peoples about us. That's why you
Right.
need to push us like crack so that we can get our personal sushi chef again.
That's it. Pretty cut and dried, really. You know.
That's all we want. We don't have cocaine habits. We only got a weed habit. All right, but we
Yeah.
also got a sushi habit. Because I don't know if you know this, but when you smoke weed, you get hungry, right? And what we crave
Yeah.
is we crave sushi. All right, we need to
Yeah,
have
no,
that
actually-
salmon nigiri.
Yeah, I mean, it probably, you know, should go without saying, but you know, I'm gonna say it anyway. The reason why I had that ridiculous sushi craving last night is because I was blazed.
That's right.
You know, that's what happens when you see. That's the difference between other drugs and weed. You know,
Yeah.
there are really no adverse side effects. You know, you get hungry, happy, and sleepy. That's it.
That's right.
That's all that happens to you.
Yeah.
You know. So
Yeah. Anyone who ever says is like, you see the violence that marijuana causes, I'm like, nah, that violence is perpetrated by motherfuckers that aren't getting high.
right, exactly. Because if they were high, they
Yeah.
wouldn't want to do anything else.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because like I said, you get hungry, happy, and sleepy.
Those motherfuckers need to
That's
be
it.
getting high off their own supply is what they need to be doing.
That's right. This has been a public service announcement. It's brought to you by Chino and Homeboy. Smoke weed, essentially, is what we're saying. I think I lost you there, buddy.
Yeah, I can't take that call right now. That's the fucking AT&T's calling me on a fucking Sunday because they want to talk to me about my goddamn case. Let me tell you about this shit. So I went to the AT&T store one day back in December 17th, 2019.
That's
Or
specific.
was
Someone's
it
not counting down the days.
or was it December 15th? I can't remember. It was one of those 2 days. Anyway, I had saved up some money and I wanted an iPhone X Pro, right? Because it's been a while. I'm still on an iPhone 6s Plus, and let me tell you, it has been one of the best phones I have ever owned. All right, I still have this bitch. I got this bitch back in 2014. It's 2020. Man, dude, fantastic fucking phone. I felt like I wanted an upgrade because I kind of broke the camera on this bitch. Yes, that was my fault. But now that I realize, now that I learned that I can actually just get the camera fixed for less money, I think I'm gonna do that shit instead. In any case, instead of shelling out like 120 some odd dollars or $200 to fix the camera on the phone, I wanted to spend $1,200 on a new phone that had a new camera.
Fucking balling over here.
Right, exactly. I saved my pennies. All right. I went to Coinstar for this shit. So I shelled out $1,000 for a new phone, right? And I wanted my own contract because I've been on my mom's contract for like a long time. So I wanted to be fiscally responsible for myself, for my bill, instead of having my parents, paying for it, because motherfuckers is broke on these streets. Y'all know how we do.
Right. Look at you though. Right? Adulting. I like it.
Right. I wanted to adult. I'm 43. I figured it's time.
It's a late start, but
Yeah, I'm a late bloomer.
I figured it's time to screw.
But
it's about goddamn time I grew up.
Right. But I told him, like, I wanted to keep my phone number, right? I wanted to keep my number. Well, this motherfucker, not to, I don't want to shit on the dude because he was just doing his job, right? But he just wasn't doing it well enough. By the time I told him that I wanted to keep my number, he's like, well, I just gave you a new number. We're like, well, I don't want the new number. I want my own number. I've had this number since, 2014. I've had it for 6 years. It's the longest number I've ever had when it comes to cell phones. I want to keep my number. I want something that's mine. This is my number. There are no other numbers like it. This one is mine. Don't make me go into the whole Full Metal Jacket speech.
That's right.
And so he's like, well, I can't do that. And I'm like, well, then I don't want any of this. Take the phone back. Can't cancel the line. I'm gonna stay with my mama.
Right.
Adulting is too hard if I can't keep my number. So
I don't want to adult anymore.
Right, I don't want to adult anymore.
You can take the phone back.
I'm staying with my mama.
Where my mama at?
Mama! Right. Mama, this Miss Man didn't want to let me have my number.
Mama, he said I can't.
Right?
What should I do?
Yeah. Let's go home, mijo. I'll make you some tacos. Let's go home. Let's go home, mijo. I'll make you tacos. Okay, mama.
Oh yeah, dude.
De pollo con pico de gallo. Sí, mijo. Vámonos. Right? So I wanted, I know, right? So I wanted a refund, right? Because I'm like, man, I just spent $1,044 on this bitch. I want my money back. And he's like, ooh, a slight problem with that.
God damn.
Since you paid with the card, we can't exactly just refund the money to you. We got to get approval to refund that much money. And I'm like, it only took you like 5 seconds to fucking take it. How long is it gonna take for you to?
Right.
How long is it gonna take for you motherfuckers to give it back? Like 15 to 30 days. I'm like, okay, I'm a patient guy. 15 to 30 days. 30 days comes around, I'm gonna call your ass though. You understand that, right? He's like, yeah, okay. Just call us back if you don't get the money. 30 days passed by. In fact, 32 because I totally forgot I was supposed to call, even though it was $1,044.
Hey, I'm gonna let you know something that you may not know. Marijuana affects the memory.
That's right.
I just wanna let you know
Marijuana is a hell of a drug.
that. For real, B?
You know, I was like, hey, how come I don't have $1,000 in my bank account like I did before? I need to call that dude. So I call the dude up, right? And they're like, oh, you haven't gotten your money back? Nah. I had to go all Scottish. I had to go all Scottish. Where's my money? Where's my money? Right?
Where's my money?
Where's my money? And so, they transferred me over to the manager, and I told the manager, like, look, no offense, but I was supposed to be refunded $1,000. Where the fuck's my money?
Right. Right.
Right. So, long story short, it is now July 24th, right?
25th, I believe.
Right?
26th. No, it's 26th.
26th.
Yes.
I still got my money.
Those bastards. You should go all big worm on them. Like,
right?
Fuck with my money, it's fuck with my emotions.
Right.
Smokey.
The best they've done so far is giving me a debit card with $5.56 on it. Now, I don't know about you, but $5 is not $1,000. And so this is still ongoing. And right now they were calling me early, like fucking 9. Man, what if I was asleep? Don't be calling me up this early in the goddamn morning. What if I was asleep?
What if you're doing butt naked? Like, what if you were fucking?
No, I'm doing something more important than butt naked and sleeping. I'm doing a podcast right now. I'm working. I'm at work right now.
I'm at work. God damn. So not only did you probably give me my fucking money because you don't want to give me my fucking refund,
right?
But you're preventing me from my important work.
Right? I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand. One person.
Like, you're really fucking with my money now.
That's right. One person listens to this shit. I think that's 15 cents. I.
Right.
Don't be fucking with my 15 cents like that.
Hey, 15 cents adds up, man.
I know.
Give us about 10 years, we'll have enough for
right.
For something.
Exactly. You drop enough pennies into a bucket, right?
That's right.
And enough drops of water can create an ocean. However,
a lot of drops.
However, I will be calling these people back because that's $1,000, and I owe Uncle Sam money, and let me tell you, Uncle Sam is unforgiving.
Right. Give me my Skrilla.
Yeah, I need my money. I need my money.
Yep.
God damn it.
Give me my Skrilla.
Shit.
In my hand, right there. In my hand. You better come on with it. Uncle Sam is the ultimate pimp. Like, I want my money, bitch.
Hell yeah. And
you know what I mean?
And we all know Uncle Sam ain't afraid of laying down the goon hand, right? We already know.
For real. Like, he's gonna come with baby powder and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's worse than the church because at least Uncle Sam can do shit about you not giving him his money. Jesus can't do shit about it.
That's right.
Like, what's Jesus gonna do? Forgive you. Right? Uncle Sam will put you in jail. He can take your fucking citizenship away.
What's she's gonna do? Nah, you can't get into heaven. Well, I was just planning to go to hell anyway.
Right, exactly. It's fucking boring over there. I don't want to suck God's dick all the time. Shit.
Is that what they mean? Is that what they mean by singing God's praises for all eternity?
That's exactly what they mean. That's exactly. Look. Operative word is singing, right?
Yeah,
singing.
Oh,
I mean, you're rocking the mic.
Oh,
you're rocking the mic.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Oh man.
So yeah, like, why would you want to do that? If this, I mean, it's just I don't want to be sucking dick for eternity.
All these homophobic motherfuckers are in for a surprise when there's a giant dick and it's like, well, it ain't gonna suck itself.
Right. Right. Well, it ain't gonna suck itself.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna challenge God? What if heaven is that? What if heaven is just you sucking God's dick for all eternity? What are you gonna do?
Exactly.
And you don't like sucking dick. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna
Yep.
do? What are you gonna do?
Yep.
What are
Exactly.
you gonna do?
See, we've talked about something similar in a previous. I think it was last week's episode.
Yeah.
When we talked about like a 5-year stretch is a 5-year stretch.
Right. Yeah.
So
yeah,
you may not be gay.
All eternity. Right? All eternity is an eternity. That's an eternal stretch.
Right. Exactly. An eternity is fucking eternity.
And let me tell you something.
I mean?
You can't establish dominance with God. No. You lost that battle. You said you
exactly.
gave your heart to Jesus. You belong to me now. Suck it.
Exactly. That's fucking El Mero Chingon right there. That's the fucking boss right there, man.
Oh man.
Here's that motherfucker.
And don't think that we're shitting on Christianity because it's just the convenient thing to do. No, we shit on Christianity because we're in America and that's a dominant religion. Believe me, if we were in a Middle Eastern country, we would have been stoned to death by now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, they say 72 virgins, but no one says that they're women or men.
Exactly. Exactly.
Huh? What if they're all dudes? What if they're all dudes?
and here's the other thing, and aside from Christianity being the dominant
hold up, I got a racist one.
Go ahead.
What if you get to pick your virgins and all your 72 virgins are goats?
Right.
For Christians, that would be sheep.
Right. Shit. Oh my God.
Oh, that's racist. That's racist. Damn right it is. Damn right. That's racist.
Exactly. No, but what I was going to say was, so one of the main reasons why we harp on Christianity.
We're so going to get canceled.
Dude. Cease and desist.
We're getting canceled. That's it. 4 episodes in. That's it. Chino and Homeboy are canceled.
Wait, canceled? We haven't even been picked up yet. What are you talking about?
No, we'd like to tell you why you didn't pick up any sponsors. You made this joke about goats. Oh, is that what we did? Damn, shit. All right, we promise no more goat jokes. We promise.
Right,
no more jokes about goats.
All right, well,
tell me about the goats that got offended. I'll apologize to them.
Yeah, bring them to me. Tell them to come see me.
I got a field of kudzu all for them. I will plant kudzu everywhere for them.
Kudzu. We talked about kudzu.
We did.
Not in the podcast, but
no.
Or was it in the podcast? I don't remember.
Yeah, dude. You know what?
I make it sound like we've recorded like hundreds of episodes. It's only our 4th one.
Yeah, no. It's just
about that in the podcast.
Yeah, no, we did talk about kudzu, and it's just we see Chino and I talk like all the time because we're hetero life mates, right?
Yes.
So
hetero life mates.
Yeah, right. We're allowed to fuck other people, but we're not allowed to fuck each other. That's
right.
That's the deal. That's the deal.
Right. Yeah. And that is non-negotiable.
It's non-negotiable. Non-negotiable.
Yeah. Like, I don't. Just a reminder. Reminder to the previous podcast episode. We are not gay, and we have no problems with gay people.
No,
we actually love gay people.
Love gay people. Yeah. But not in that way.
People are awesome.
But not in that way. Not in that way.
Yeah, but not in that way. Exactly. Yeah, but not in that way.
Oh.
It's a platonic and friendly type of love.
That's right. But yeah, we did. We talked about kudzu, and I was telling you how it was an invasive species, and it's currently taking over most, if not all, of the southern states. And it's a plant that came from Japan, right? And at first, it was taken in by the bougie plantation owners or whatever. During a World's Fair of some kind or some shit, and they used it as awning covering because it grew fast, right?
Yeah.
But eventually it came a point where Yeah, and it's nice when if you maintain it, right? But
Mm-hmm.
if you don't maintain it, I mean, it takes over a forest. You can walk into parts of the South where you can see
Mm-hmm.
these ghost forests, and not because there's ghosts of people,
Mm-hmm.
but you see where trees used to be, where kudzu has fucking killed them because trees can't get any sun.
Ah, they become an invasive species.
That is an invasive
Yeah.
species. It's been here for a long time and it's taking over the South, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I was watching a documentary on the drug trade in Colombia and shit, and
Mm-hmm.
like all the violence and all this shit. And I'm like, why don't you just drop it? Why don't you just fucking blanket the goddamn, cocaine fields that they've got with kudzu?
Uh-huh.
Problem solved. About
Hmm.
about in about a few years, you ain't gonna have a cocaine problem no more. Can't go cocaine. You got a lot of
Right.
kudzu though, and guess what? Kudzu is edible.
Right. Enter the goats.
Enter the goats,
Enter the
because the
goats.
South has figured out that kudzu is edible,
Mm-hmm.
and they're getting goats to come in and eat them. But there's so much kudzu that has invaded the South at this point that you're gonna need more than goats. Like, people are gonna have to go in there, fucking harvest that shit, and find out some way to fucking monetize it, because there's just so much of it now.
Hmm.
And it's killing national forests in the South.
Goddamn.
It's killing national forests in the South.
That's crazy.
It's
Now,
fucking insane.
you had mentioned ghost forests,
Yeah.
right? Um, well, did you know that there is a special term for people who believe in ghosts?
Really?
You know what the term is? Yeah.
Ghostbusters?
No, schizophrenic.
Whoa! Didn't see that one coming. Hold on.
Hey, by the way,
Hold on. Hold on. Is that the punchline? Is that the punchline? Because I liked it. I
right,
liked it.
right. Did you know there's a very easy way to find out? A very easy way to
Talk
find out
about a
if your house
benign
is haunted.
violation, man.
Right, right, right.
You fucked me up. That fucked
Like,
me up.
I'm getting better at the stand-up shit. I'm telling you. But did you know? Did you know? Did you know that there's a very easy way to find out if your house is haunted? You know what that is? You know what the method is?
What's the method?
It isn't. Grow up. By the way, full disclosure, I might have borrowed those bits from a certain one of my favorite stand-up comedians, Jimmy Carr.
Shout out Jimmy Carr. Shout out.
Shout out to Jimmy Carr and your
Yeah.
offensive fucking jokes. I love them.
Yeah. No,
They make me happy.
Jimmy, listen, Jimmy. You don't know how much Chino loves your stand-up. He does bits from your specials all the time.
All the time. All the fucking
He
even
uses
in casual conversations.
literally uses them as comebacks in casual conversations.
It's fucking great.
They're
And I got people looking at me like, when I do, people look at me like, what's wrong with you? Like, it's so fucked up. What's wrong with you? I'm like,
nothing.
Everything, apparently.
Yeah, nothing and everything at once.
Nothing and everything, yeah. Yeah, shout out to Jimmy Carr.
Shout out Jimmy Carr. If you ever want to be a guest on the show, please reach out. Slide into our DMs, We'll get back to you after we're done with Tay Tay.
Right, exactly.
We'll put you on the list.
That's right.
Hold on. We'll have to put you at number 3 because Mark Wahlberg's going to kick our ass first, then Tay Tay, and then you.
Well, actually, Mark Wahlberg's probably want to kick my ass, not yours so much. Homeboy's going to be over here recording the whole thing.
Look, I'm the one who still calls him marking. Well, okay, you're right. You're the one who's. Hey, look, don't fight me. Look, I have a champion. I picked the champion.
Right. Look, just so we're clear, Mark Wahlberg, Marky Mark, whatever you want to go by.
Yeah, right.
Like, I don't think you're a bad actor. I think you're a great actor. I just, I think you're. I just think that they're.
You're better in an ensemble cast.
Right, exactly. As a supporting actor, you're fucking amazing.
Right.
I
don't know.
So
Lone Survivor, he did pretty good, right?
He did pretty good in that one. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah. So
when I take it back.
Yeah.
No, in all honesty, I do love Mark Wahlberg as an actor. I would just be a dick.
You know, now that I've seen more of your movies, I want to reserve my right as a human being to change my mind.
That's right. What was it? What was it? The only people who don't change their minds are dead people, dumb people, and dead people.
Oh, that's true.
You know? So
that's so true. Yeah, no. But I always reserve my right as a human being to change my motherfucking mind. All right.
That's right.
Because I could be presented with evidence, right, that will make me change my mind. Right.
Exactly.
Now I will have to caveat that with, I'm an asshole. You better not come with some bullshit.
Right. You better come correct, son, or it's gonna get worse for you.
Right. Right.
Or the ridicule you're gonna receive.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Return 1,000-fold.
Shit. You think I'm a clown you now? You come in with me some bullshit. Oh, you just giving me ammunition.
Yeah, exactly.
Why would you do that? Why would you? It's like, oh, I thought you were coming here to change my mind, not to make shit worse.
Right.
For you, because it ain't gonna get worse for me.
Exactly. But we did.
I would think you know this, but I got an arsenal. I didn't need more. But if you want me to use this on you, okay.
Right. Exactly. But we did say that you know, like he and I will, Mark Wahlberg and I would probably bond over kicks. You know, right. I know that he's a sneakerhead.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, I like that Wahlburgers thing that he and his brothers are doing.
Yeah,
that's cool as fuck, man. You know,
explain it for the people who don't know what that is.
I believe it's, you know, they make, or they have a burger stand or a burger joint or whatever. It's like a chain of burger joints, and they you know, they feed people. If you can't afford to, you know, buy a burger, they feed you anyway.
That's awesome. That's good.
You know, that's fucking amazing.
That is amazing.
You know,
that is amazing.
Yeah. So
yeah, dude,
Mark Wahlberg, you're fucking you're okay in my book.
Dude, there's this funny thing about human beings, right? It's fucking weird, right? So I used to work at a coffee shop in downtown San Diego, right? Now, the coffee shop was really just a front for this foundation called the Suchi Foundation, or Suchi. I think it's the proper pronunciation. I don't know if it's Chinese or Japanese, or all I know is it's some kind of Asian, and it's Suchi. I hope I say that correctly, because I got a Mexican style like accent from East LA, and I was raised in Compton, so you figure that one out. However it's pronounced. It's a Buddhist organization. It's a nonprofit here in the United States, and they had set up this coffee shop, and what they wanted to do was they wanted to teach people about peace and love, and it was a pilot program that they wanted to do in order to teach people about sustainability and sustainable projects, right? And just get involved with, you know, trying to save humanity from the planet. Because, you know, sustainability ain't about saving the planet, all right? The planet is don't give a fuck, all right?
Right.
It's about saving humanity from the planet, okay?
How well do you think that's going to work out?
Right. I don't think you understand. You ain't saving the world. You're saving mankind. All right.
Well, actually, you know what? When you think about it, right? Like, not to throw a monkey wrench in you know, in this discussion, but like, if you think about it, it's a fucking exercise in futility, because the planet's gonna win. You know what I mean?
Well, kind of, yeah.
unless we, you know, unless we're able to colonize Mars and terraform and shit, but you know what I mean?
No. Look. If we can terraform Mars, I mean, if we could turn a lifeless fucking planet into a planet that's livable, why are we not going to do that shit on Earth first? Practice on Earth first.
No, that's what I mean. What I mean is like, unless we're able to do that, you know, we're fucked as a species, you know, because
that's true.
The planet is gonna find a way to fucking get rid of you.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
so
Here's
continue.
here's an interesting tidbit,
Hmm.
right? So the sun, it will inevitably turn into a red giant, right?
Right?
And I believe it will stretch out to about close to the limits of Mars, right?
Yes. Yes.
Now it's not going to
I have read that.
consume. Now it's not going to consume Mars, right?
Hmm.
But it will get pretty fucking close. I don't know exactly how
Right.
close, but it'll get pretty fucking close. Now, this is a question for Neil deGrasse Tyson, right? What if we
Right.
did
Neil, if
colonize
you're listening.
Neil, if you're listening, what if we did colonize Mars, right? And made Mars a lush planet? Could we survive the expansion of the sun in the final death throes of the sun before it becomes a white dwarf? If we colonized Mars, I haven't done the math because I suck at math. I mean, I can't I, I
Hmm.
can't I can't do that math. It's not statistics and probability, so I can't do that shit. I can't do it in my
Right.
head.
Right. Right.
You
Now,
know?
what's the phrase I'm looking for? The habitable zone, or
Yeah, the habitable zone. That's right.
so. Um, I mean, it could go either way, you know,
Right?
because like if the sun expands to where it gets closer to Mars, I mean, Mars could get hotter, you know,
Well, it
and,
is. I
and,
mean, it's
and
definitely
burn.
going to get hotter. Yeah. I mean, but will it burn?
Or
Will it burn everything off the planet, or
right,
will it?
and that's the thing.
Or will it get just close enough that Mars will be in that Goldilocks zone
Right,
for
and that's what I was getting at.
a
So
few million years?
exactly, and that's what I was, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was getting at was, it could, like fuck it up completely, or it could change it enough to where certain reactions happen, and next thing we got green skinned people, that evolved through, generations and generations and generations of evolution. So
Right.
I don't know.
Now
You never know.
here's the other thing.
Neil, can
Right?
you help us out?
Now here's the other thing. Right? What
Hmm.
if? What if? What if? What if instead of colonizing a planet, right, we create
Hmm.
a Death Star style planet, right?
You don't even have to go further because I like it already.
Right? But
It's not a moon; it's a space station.
without the weapons, yeah, a massive space station, right?
Hmm.
That we can
Hmm.
move,
Right.
right? So that when the sun
Okay.
becomes a white dwarf, we can just move our artificial planet closer to the sun. I would like to call this planet Cybertron.
something about that name, something about that name, something more than meets the eye. The phrase "more than meets the eye" comes to mind. Fuck yeah, dude. I
Dude.
like it. Cybertron.
Uh,
Cybertron.
have you seen the new Transformers trailer? There's a trailer. Apparently, there's going to be a trilogy. It's called.
What's the name of it?
It's called Fight. I think it's called Fight for Cybertron. Jamie, can you look that up? Oh, Fight.
Fight
Oh,
for Cybertron.
now we call on Jamie.
Now we call on Jamie.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All these other complex topics, we talk about. Do your own damn research. Oh, have you seen the new Transformers trailer? Jamie, look that up.
Right. Exactly. Well, I mean, it's on brand though. We try to.
That's right.
We try to use the least amount of energy as possible. So
That's right.
this is a
That's
fairly
on brand.
fairly
That's on
simple, Yeah, exactly. It's a fairly simple, search. But no, I have not seen the trailer. I haven't even heard of
Yeah,
War for Cybertron.
it's called War for Cybertron trilogy.
Yeah.
This one's it's going to be called Siege.
Huh, okay.
Yeah.
No,
So,
I've never heard of it. I mean, the only thing I pay attention to when it comes to TV or watching anything is fucking Netflix and NBA basketball.
It looks
UFC.
it looks pretty cool. The animation is everything that Beast Wars should have been, right? But even
hold on.
Even with the crude 3D animation that Beast Wars had, Beast Wars was still the fucking shit.
Beast Wars was the shit.
Yeah.
Now, It's not live action. I thought it was gonna be live action.
No, it's not live action. It's all completely digitally animated. Rona, man, we're in a pandemic. We can't be shooting. We can't
That's
be
true.
live shooting shit.
That's true. You're right. I can't believe I forgot about the fucking Rona for a second.
Dude, but
You know?
what is it? My favorite fucking Transformer from Beast Wars was Inferno. That was my favorite.
Remind me who Inferno is again.
Inferno was the ant. He was the ant for the colony.
Okay. That's right. Well, so I've said this to a lot of people. I've said this several times. I think that the best Transformers movie ever made was the one that was released in 1986, the animated one.
Oh, the one with Orson Welles.
Orson Welles. Yeah, his final role.
Yeah.
Unicron. It was Unicron.
Unicron. Yeah.
Unicron. Robert Stack was in there as what the fuck is his name? Something Magnus. Ultra Magnus.
Yeah. Dude, I haven't seen that as a kid since I was a kid, and I don't remember any of it.
Dude, it's the best fucking Transformers movie ever.
But I gotta tell you, that's just par for the course. I mean, that's just on brand for Homeboy. If Homeboy says I've seen that movie, don't rely on any detail whatsoever, because
that's my job.
Yeah. When I watch a movie, I ain't gonna remember shit. Like, if you don't ask me questions about it immediately after I watch, hell, after watching a movie, I'm gonna be like, that was at the beginning. Right, exactly.
Yeah. So this is how our dynamic works, right? I'm usually the one that has the details down pat,
right.
And Homeboy has like the overarching kind of
I got
umbrella.
the broad view. I got the broad view. Don't ask for the details. That's what Chino's for. That's what Chino.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Chino's got the details. Chino.
Like, what was that one thing that one time in that one movie? Oh, it's this one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, best Homeboy can do, right? Best thing I can do, right? It's like, I forget the name of that movie. All I can do is ask, like, who was in it? Keanu Reeves, Ali Wong. Oh, yeah, it was that movie. I forget the name of that movie. I didn't watch it, but yeah. I was actually really, I know, my memory's really getting really fucking shoddy lately. There's just so much in there, that, oh, God, it's just overload of I'm surprised I even know shit that I know right now.
Well, like I said, man, marijuana affects the memory.
It's one hell of a
drug.
Fucks me up
too. You know what I mean?
Oh, Jesus. I've killed a lot of brain cells, that's for sure. Holy fuck.
Yeah, so have I.
But, yeah. No, it was definitely interesting. You got to watch it. Take a look at it when you get the chance. It definitely looks like it's worth a fucking watch, man. But
I'll check it out.
But check it out. Speaking of colonizing Mars, here's a question, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, what if? All right. And I asked Neil deGrasse Tyson this on Twitter. He hasn't answered me back. I think he's ignoring me.
Neil, why the fuck you gotta do that, dude?
Right? Why you do me like that, Neil? Man, I shook your hand. I like Cosmos. I like Cosmos.
Right. Like, I shook your hand.
And I shook your hand.
We'll do it like Sinatra. Like, you shook Sinatra's hand.
Yeah, exactly.
You shook Sinatra's hand.
Dude, I shook Tom Cruise's hand. That dude's got a grip. Like, he's got a fucking grip. And he's got this piercing look. Like, he will look you in the eye when he shakes your hand. And I felt like he touched my soul. Right? It didn't make me want to become a Scientologist right then and there, but if he'd have asked, I probably would have been like, I'll think about it.
Right. Yeah.
Of course, after walking away, I'll remember what kind of a heathen I actually am, and I'm like, nah, it's probably better for Scientology if I don't.
Speaking of Scientology, there's this one Jimmy Carr bit where he says, Scientology is a made up religion. And he goes, as opposed to which religion? They're all made up.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say about Tom Cruise is Brian Callen talks about being on a shoot with Tom Cruise and working with Tom Cruise, and it's like what was it that he said? He's like he has this way about him that just like you can't help but like him and like love him because of how he is. Like
Yeah.
there's a reason why he's Tom Cruise, and there's a reason why he's he commands that kind of attention and respect, is because like you can't help it. Like it's how it is.
Look,
it's how he is. It's
look,
on brand for him.
Let me tell you something, man. People like to say like, "Oh, Tom Cruise is fucking short. He's fucking short. He's like 5'6", 5'7". I'm like, look, I'm 5'8.5". That is not short. That's average fucking height. All right. All you fucking people discriminating against Tom Cruise because he's short, he's a Scientologist. Listen. Tom Cruise has almost died trying to entertain your ass. Okay.
That's
Tom
right.
Cruise.
He's
Tom
the American
Cruise,
version of Jackie Chan.
Tom Cruise is the American Jackie Chan. All right. He does his own stunts. That motherfucker broke his ankle. I don't know if you know this, but on the Edge of Tomorrow, he almost lost his head. He almost died for your sins. God damn it. All right. Tom Cruise is a national treasure. Don't be shitting on Tom Cruise. Like, everyone likes to fucking shit on him because he jumped on Oprah's couch. That motherfucker was in love. You know your ass would have jumped on that couch too. Shut the fuck up. If you didn't love that bitch that much, that your ass didn't jump on Oprah's couch because, look, I fucked Oprah's couch. I'm in love, bitch. Then you wasn't in love. You was not in love. All right. If you didn't feel like jumping on Oprah's couch, you was not in love. All right.
Look, I just want to point out. I just want to say that, Homeboy is a little too hyper for potheads, and it's awesome. It's like he goes on this tirade, and it's endlessly entertaining for me anyway. Like I don't give it's I hear him go on these these rants and tirades, and it's hilarious. It's great. It's funny to me.
Right.
It's endlessly entertaining.
Exactly. No, thank you. I appreciate that.
I appreciate you, buddy.
Thank you. I appreciate you, my friend. I appreciate you. But speaking of religions that have extraterrestrial origins, like Scientology and the Mormon Church,
right?
What if there's something to that shit? Huh? What if there's something to that shit? How do we know, that there isn't another planet in the Goldilocks zone on the other side of the sun that we just can't see? It's on our same orbit, and we're just on the opposite ends. Huh? How do we know that? How do we know?
You're right.
How do we know we're not onto something? I mean, the Pentagon just confirmed, all right, that they have alien technology, not of this planet. All right. And we're alien technology. I know a lot of fucking people like to call Mexicans illegal aliens. Those are not aliens. Okay. They're just undocumented immigrants. All right.
They're not aliens in the same sense, fuckers.
They're not alien in the same sense as like E.T. phone home.
Right.
No, they're not aliens. E.T.'s an alien. Those motherfuckers from Independence Day, those are aliens. Those motherfuckers that stick shit up your ass, right? If they had big black eyes, had big ass heads, and tiny little skinny bodies, those were aliens. Or you were involved in a porno and didn't even fucking know it. Or you were high. Either one.
Right. Or either one. One. Okay, so you bring up an interesting topic because
yes.
I've read in the past this. I guess it was you can't really call it a theory because you can't really fucking test it, and it doesn't make predictions. But there was this hypothesis claim, where claim is an accurate word to use. Let's go with claim.
Yeah.
There's this claim that there might be a 10th planet. Now this is around the time that Pluto was still considered a planet. So there was a 10th planet called Vulcan, and we just can't see it.
Right.
Because it's on the other side of the sun. So, now that I think about it, based off of what you said,
right,
about like alien technology and shit like that.
Yeah.
Well, what if there is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
mean, wouldn't that be some shit?
Right. Right. What if the I don't want to call them people, because I want to be racist. I'm Republican. I can do that.
You're Republican, yeah.
I want to be racist.
That's on brand.
Right. I'm sure they're going to want to be called Vulcans, or whatever pronoun they're comfortable with.
Yeah, whatever
right?
label. Yeah.
Yeah, no. All right, you're coming to our planet. You're aliens. All right, you don't have social security numbers. What are you offering? What are you bringing to the table? All right, because if you ain't bringing shit, we don't want you here. All right, I don't care if you do have the solutions to mankind. Money, money. All right, that's what we want. Money.
Right.
All right,
Spoken like a true American.
That's right.
No, wait, no. Let me rephrase. Spoken like a true Republican.
Right? Do you have oil on your planet? Don't say yes, because if you do, America's going to be the first one to invade that shit.
Oh,
Elon,
shit. Here we go.
Elon,
Avatar, dude.
Elon,
Avatar.
we need to invade Vulcan for oil.
That's right. No, it's going to be just like Avatar. You know how they have that alloy called unobtainium?
Yeah.
75 billion a kilo or some shit?
Unobtainium.
It's going to be just like that.
Why would you be... you know what? I'm betting you anything, right? That unobtainium was the first word that they came up with just so that they could come up with something else that didn't sound as fucktarded as unobtainium, but they didn't come up with anything, and at last minute they're like, fuck it, let's go with unobtainium.
Fuck it, unobtainium is fine. Yeah, just call it unobtainium. Yeah, no, it's like it's like, what's your favorite color?
Color.
Fuchsia.
Color.
Fuchsia. Yeah, can you spell that for me? Just put red down. It's fine. What's your favorite flower? Chrysanthemum. Can you spell that for me? Just put rose down. It's fine. It probably was like that.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. But back to Vulcan. Oh, aliens. That's right. We're talking about aliens. Oh my God.
That's right.
I need to stop smoking weed. Aliens coming to what if these aliens on this other side of the planet, how did they find out we're here? Right? Were they trying to colonize Mars too? Because if they're trying, see, maybe that's what happened. Maybe they saw Elon Musk's fucking car, right, with his fucking little spaceman suit and shit, right? And all of a sudden they're like, holy fuck, where did that come from? What is that? Where did it come from? And they're like, oh man, you think there's another fucking race of people out there? What if they want to colonize Mars too? And I'm telling you, it's a race and we don't even know it. There's another planet on the other side of the sun. They want to colonize Mars first. I bet you anything. They were looking at Mars and they're like, is that a robot on Mars? Where did that come from? Signals say that it's coming from the other side of the sun. Oh shit! They put a robot on Mars? Fuck!
Yeah.
What's on the other side of the sun? Cybertron?
Yep.
Are there Transformers?
Cybertron, fucking Cybertron. That's awesome.
There's robots on the other side of the sun. I've seen the cartoons from these people. They've got a planet with nothing but robots over there, and they're going to come to our planet to steal our resources so they can get back to their planet.
It's like a more realistic version of Galaxy Quest. There's historical documents. There's a planet full of robots on the other side of the sun, and they're waging war and battles, and they need resources.
Right, and apparently this planet gets invaded by aliens all the time. Did you know that? How many times have they been invaded by aliens?
It's like,
and they got zombies. Do you know what a zombie is? They've got these things that eat other people, and then they turn them into zombies too.
It's almost like it's a fucking experiment. It's like the Earth is a fucking petri dish,
right?
No. Let's just put shit in here and see what happens.
Dude, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something that a lot of people don't fucking know, right? Or there are people that do know this, but a lot of people don't know this because they just don't go into rabbit holes the way we do. They go into all the wrong rabbit holes, like QAnon, like 5G,
not the fun ones.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys are boring, man.
Let me tell you, the rabbit holes I go down are much more entertaining because the shit that I go down, that shit's real. Except for maybe Planet Vulcan, that may not be real. There is a probability that there is another planet on the other side of the sun, but the probability is really slim.
Right. Well,
however, However,
Hmm.
go ahead. What were you gonna say if you think about it?
No, I was just gonna say, if you think about it, when you factor in quantum mechanics, for example,
Yeah.
according to quantum mechanics, everything is essentially a probability cloud.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
so
This is the reason why I like statistics. Nothing's
right,
impossible. It's just like, what are the probabilities?
yeah. What are the odds? Yeah,
What are the
exactly.
odds?
What are the
Right?
odds?
Here's a fascinating statistic, right? Here's a fascinating statistic that I know, right? All right, everybody
Hmm.
says that you're more there's a higher probability of you being struck by lightning than you winning the
Hmm.
lotto, right?
Right.
Right? But there are
Hmm.
specific odds, right? Let me tell you,
Right.
all right? And I know my our God-fearing listeners, if they haven't turned out when they're fucking raging right now, here's one. Did you
What are they
know
gonna do?
you
Forgive us,
I know, right? Shout out to Jimmy Carr. Shout out to
Jimmy
Jimmy
Carr?
Carr.
What are you gonna do? Forgive me.
Sorry we're stealing your punchlines. But they're so hilarious.
Right.
Um, the statistical probability of you being born a human being is even higher, or
Yes.
no, is even lower than you winning the lotto. So you
Yeah.
have a higher chance of winning the
Of winning the
lotto
lotto.
than
Yeah.
being born a human being. All right.
Yep.
Now, I'm not saying having ever been born. I'm just saying being born a human being. Because the
Hmm.
statistical probability of you having been born a roach is much
Right.
higher than you winning the lotto. All right. You had a great opportunity to be born a roach. There's
Right.
there's way more of those. In fact, the statistical probability of you having been born an ant is even higher than
Hmm.
that, right?
Right.
You could have actually manifested as a bacteria. All right, that's
Right.
even higher,
Param- Paramecium.
right? You know,
Amoeba.
amoebas, right? Amoebas. I mean, that's
Yeah.
even higher. It's even higher. There are a lot of bacteria out there that are like, I wish I could be human. You know what? Let me invade one of those and see what it's like.
Right. Right. Exactly. let me let me colonize this motherfucker. let me see. Let me see what the fuss is about.
Right?
You
Let's
know.
see. Let's see what this fuck
Oh,
is about.
right. So this is this the current highest form of evolution? I'm not impressed.
You really live like this, bitch?
Yeah. Right. Right. You really live like this bitch. Yeah.
Bitch, you
Exactly.
really live like this?
Right. Right.
Oh,
Oh shit.
but,
Like, so you mean to tell me my airway and my feeding tube are the same fucking one? Bad
but but
design.
but they split. Why would you
But they,
do
but
that?
they right. But they split. Like what?
Halfway
Come
through, they
on.
fucking split. Like, why would you do that? Why don't you just have two independent holes? Like, you got two holes that go down to the same spot, and then they split.
Hmm.
Why would you
Yep.
do that? Just
But
make a tube going one way and another tube going the other, and you don't have to worry about that. Not only is it a bad design, not only did you use this design for this one particular fucking animal, no, no, you know what? Let's do it on all of them.
like whoever designed this shit should be sued or fired.
Right? It's
Maybe
like
both.
it's like it's like okay, look, we got this design. I really don't feel like redoing the design.
Right.
It works. Let's just keep going for the rest of them. It's like we all have a common ancestor or some shit.
Huh. Doesn't that make your huh, that makes me scratch my head a little bit.
I
Huh.
know, right?
A common ancestor, huh?
Right.
Hmm.
But back to the rabbit hole of that I was going to go down. A
Hmm.
lot of people don't know that every single radio and television broadcast, television transmission that we have ever produced and emitted has gone into
Uh-huh.
outer space,
That's right.
right? So if it's been on broadcast television, right, or it's been on the radio,
Hmm.
it's gone out into space,
That's
right?
right. Yep.
If it's been transferred to satellites, I don't know what the probability of it going out into space is, but I'm pretty sure it's
Hmm.
going out there as well, right?
Right.
So our signals are traveling out at a standard speed. Now,
Speed of light,
uh,
actually. It's the speed of light.
no, some of them are like radio signals are not speed of light.
Really? I always thought they were.
No. We use microwave technology. Satellite. I don't know what we use to send. I think we use light to send signals to the satellites. So yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
there's that. But radio waves and television waves are not they're not at the speed of light. They're at a different speed, right? So radio waves travel at rate. See, rabbit hole, right? Go do your own goddamn research. All right, just know these signals are out there. All right, the signals get blocked by planets, but the signal still makes it out of the solar system in some way, shape, or form. If there's an alien species that's close enough to Earth to pick up our signals that we've been shooting out since the 1950s, they're right now. I'm pretty sure they're probably getting I Love Lucy, Independence Day, or like from Independence Day to I Love Lucy. And let me tell
Right.
you, our planet looks so fucking chaotic based on those fucking signals that they're like, I don't
Mm-hmm.
think we want to go there. These people get
Right.
invaded all the time. They've got
Right.
look. They've explored other planets. They're like locusts. They look at Star
Mm-hmm.
Wars and they think that we're intergalactic fucking creatures, and they're like, nah, we can't be fucking with these motherfuckers. Look at them. Look at how violent they are. Why would we want that shit? Why would we want to invite
Yep.
that shit to our planet? They would avoid our planet like it was the fucking plague. All right? They're not going to come here. Why would they come here? I'm telling you, the motherfuckers that came here are the ones that are so advanced, right?
Mm-hmm.
That they can see through all that bullshit and be like, we got to go
Right.
investigate. Let's see what these fucking apes are about. And they're like, really? And they're like that bacteria, right? Really? This is the
Uh-huh.
highest form. This is the highest form of life this planet has to offer. Bitch, you really
Exactly.
live like this? Bad
Exactly.
design.
Exactly. Right. Bad design. And that actually, it really does. It should. Well, not should, but at least for me,
Yeah.
it makes me think. That just if there is such thing as intelligent design,
Yeah.
like we had established, like it's poor fucking design. Like
Yeah.
we're it.
Yeah.
Like come on,
Yeah.
like we're half a chromosome away from a chimpanzee.
Yeah.
Of course we're gonna have
Bonobos of all the
right
chimps,
bonobos. Yeah.
We're more related to
So
bonobos than Johnson's chimps. So whenever someone
right.
says chimps, don't think of your common chimp, the Johnson's chimp. Don't think of that chimp. That chimp is violent as fuck. Think of
Right.
bonobos. Bonobos are less violent, and when they get nervous and they have anxiety attacks, or when they fuck. Okay,
Yeah, they
we're
fuck.
more
Yes.
like bonobos.
Yep, that's right. Now, Michael Jackson's chimp, Bubbles,
Yes.
right? I think that's the name. What
Yeah.
kind of chimp is that?
I think that was a Johnson. I think that was a common chimp.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Michael Jackson's lucky that motherfucker just didn't rip off his fucking face. I mean,
Right. Exactly.
I mean, it looks like Michael Jackson got his fucking face ripped off, but it wasn't by the chimp.
Right.
The ape didn't do that. That was all self-inflicted. That was all self-inflicted mutilation.
Monkey karate chop the elephant. Remember that?
Right.
That's from Grandma's Boy. Monkey karate chop the elephant.
Oh shit!
That movie.
Oh yeah. Oh, I remember that. The pot dealer had a fucking monkey.
Yeah. Hell yeah,
He was
dude.
getting all kind of exotic animals and shit.
Yep.
Oh.
Anybody
Jesus.
can get past a dog.
Right.
No one fucks with a lion.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. No one fucks with a lion.
Like you know that lions eat deer, right? Like, oh, you're right, bro. Doctor, we gotta be careful. Fuck yeah, dude! I want to watch that shit tonight.
Oh shit. Oh god, that's one of those movies that they said hasn't aged well, like Ace Ventura, right? And I gotta tell you,
Hasn't aged well.
they haven't aged well because I don't know. There's some jokes that just haven't aged in the entire movie. Like there's like one or two jokes or one or two gags that just have not aged well. Like for example, Ace Ventura, right? It's got a transphobic joke in there, right? Where
Right, yeah.
when Ace Ventura finds out that Einhorn is a man, right?
Oh my God, yeah.
He goes into the shower and like plunges his face and just feels all dirty and shit, right?
Yeah. That shit wouldn't fly today.
That wouldn't. Well, it doesn't. I don't know. Right? Like Einhorn was a pre-op transsexual.
Right. Well, what I mean by
who took a woman's identity, probably killed her, right? In order to exact revenge on Dan Marino. Now, granted, Ace Ventura's reaction may be transphobic. However,
that's her reaction.
However, right? Mm-hmm. Are we going to dismiss that Ace Ventura is a heterosexual man who probably does not find himself attracted to men? I mean, just because you're a heterosexual man, right, and you're not attracted to men, does that make you homophobic?
No. Right? I see what you're saying. You know, but what I mean by that shit wouldn't fly today is, you know, there would be a lot of clamor if, let's say, that movie came out today. You'll have protests. You'd have people saying like, "Well,
cancel Ace
this
Ventura.
is a homophobic
Cancel
movie."
Jim Carrey.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's true.
Changing.
That's true. The times they are a changing.
Isn't that Bob Dylan?
It is. It is.
Times are a changing.
Yeah, it is Bob Dylan. You know what though? You know what made me think so? The Pentagon has come out and said like, yeah, we have alien technology. Now China and Russia, right? China and Russia are going to be like, yeah, we got alien technology too. We just didn't want to tell you.
Right? Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, we got it too. Yeah, we got it too. Do we have any?
Yeah.
No. Okay. Keep lying then. Okay. Yeah, we got it too. We got it too. You keep fucking with us and we'll use it. We'll fucking use it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we wouldn't want to tell you because, well, you didn't tell us.
Yeah, you didn't tell us, so we didn't. That's why we didn't tell you. But now that you're showing everybody what you got, well, look at ours. Look at mine.
Yeah, like
look at mine.
Exactly. Like, oh yeah. Well, check this shit out. Like, cool story, bro. Here. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you got that? Oh, you got Velcro? Cool story, bro. Check this out. Hold my beer. Check this out.
Right? Oh man. Oh, dude, yeah.
Fucking aliens, bro.
Fucking hilarious.
I really would. Like, you know what? Yeah, I want to meet a fucking alien. I want to see what it's like.
Right? I want to fart in its mouth. I want to know if it has a mouth to fart in.
Right. I want to fart in its mouth.
Hey, did you put the playground and the sewer system down the same tube? You know, for efficiency's sake.
Bad fucking design, man. Bad design. Like,
oh,
these bone mechs, whoever designed these bone mechs should be fired.
Oh God, I know. Fuck yeah.
You heard me, Jesus? You hear me?
Jesus did not design it. Stop blaming him. It was God.
Oh, aren't they the same person?
Well,
depending on who you believe, probably.
It depends. It really depends. You know, like
which denomination are we claiming today?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, jeez. This is the reason why we made Elon Musk our Lord and Savior.
That's right. Simple, you know.
Keep it simple, right? Just eliminate the middleman.
Exactly. Like what is this Jesus shit? You know, like, you mean to tell me that he's all powerful and he has to send Jesus to die to fix the shit that he fucked up?
No. See, that's okay. All right. So this is where, like, my logic brain short circuits, right? Well, it doesn't short circuit. It just can't wrap its head around the logic, right?
Mm-hmm.
So God created man, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then put the tree of knowledge in the Garden of Eden, told man not to eat any of the fruit, right? So, before you interrupt, why would you even bother doing that? Unless you knew man was going to eat it anyway. So God's been fucking with us from the beginning. Hold up. Let me finish. So God's been fucking with us from the beginning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then he sees you know, what a fucking shit show we became, right? And is like, I need to teach these motherfuckers a lesson, right? So he goes around, destroys a bunch of fucking cities, only talks to a specific group of fucking people, right? Like, and turns those people against the people who have, for some reason, decided to, you know, make their own gods based on the sun. And God's like, I can't have that. No. I'm a flood. I'm gonna start over here. Talk to this one little tiny family. Gather all the animals. All right, gather all the animals. Put them on this tiny ass little ship that I'm gonna tell you how to build because this is how they're all. That right there is you need some serious mental. You
Mental
need,
gymnastics.
dude.
Yeah.
You can't. That ain't even gold medal gymnastics. All right, that's some platinum medal gymnastics
Like
that you
all
got to
time
do.
level.
Yeah, bro, there ain't a medal rare enough to award you for the kind of mental gymnastics required to believe that you could put all of the existing animals on Earth at that time on a tiny ass little ship. All right, and
Right.
that tiny ass the
And
ark.
their food.
Let me tell you, and their food. The ark is smaller, right, than a cruise liner. All
Yeah.
right, I,
I
and you still, okay. Look, I'm done with that one. Let's continue. Let's continue. All right. So
I don't
God
forgot
does.
what we're talking about.
So God does. So God does that shit, right?
Uh-huh.
Everything is reset, right? Then what happens? Shit show 2.0. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yep.
Right? Shit show 2.0. We get to fucking Moses in the desert, Ramses and all these other motherfuckers, Sodom and Gomorrah, and a whole bunch of other. I don't even know if Sodom and Gomorrah happened before or after the flood. I don't care.
After.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Fast forward to Roman times. God's like, look, I'm not flooding this bitch again.
Right. 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 Okay. Keep going with the God dialogue. I like this. Go ahead. I'm not playing this bitch again.
I'm gonna go down there and I'm gonna teach these motherfuckers what the fuck I'm about. Because you know what? Maybe my initial approach was wrong. Okay.
Right.
Maybe being a fucking maybe being a bastard was not the way to go. All right. Maybe I should go the opposite direction and do peace and love. All right. Let me do that. All right.
Right.
You know, how am I going to do this? You know, and he's looking at all the women on earth and he's seeing like, ew, no, no,
Oh, honey,
no,
what are you doing? What are you wearing?
oh, shit, oh, man, you guys need me.
Shit. Is she wearing Spanx?
They're like,
Is she really wearing Spanx? Spanx is not a privilege, it's a right.
Like, that shit's not supposed to go there. Why would you do that? That's exit only. Oh. Right. All right. I need to pick one. You. I'm gonna pick you. You haven't been touched. I'm gonna go there. Joseph has got to be an understanding ass man. Because look, if God had got
ultimate cuck.
Right.
Oh man, keep going. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead. The ultimate cuck. Okay.
Right. So, you know, guys like, I pick you. But then he's like, oh man, you know what? Shit. I don't know if I really want to go down there. Hold up. Let me create a son and I'll send his ass down. Right. You know, so he just, you know, God being God, he just pulls a piece out of him. So yeah, Jesus is God, right? Because that's the way they tell me the story. So I'm just gonna assume that's how it happened. Right. Or maybe God just jerked off into his hand.
Yeah.
You know, and was like,
he goes, then wait.
Then he pats Mary in the vajayjay, you know, like just like grabs her by the pussy, boom,
yeah,
done.
Yeah,
you know,
go when the deed is done.
You know, because he's like, because you know, I may be God, but I ain't fucking that.
Right.
Ew.
Now, ew. Now,
so hold up. We're not done yet. So
go ahead.
So God now puts himself right into Mary. You know, Jesus is born. Jesus is God, hypothetically. You know, theologically speaking, right? And then he lives through his entire life. You know, as this prophet, son of God, or at least that's what people believe. I'm pretty sure Jesus is like, he probably went around telling people like, I'm not the only one who's the son of God. All of you are God's children. Why you gotta put it all on me? Man, y'all motherfuckers trying to get me in trouble. That's what y'all trying to do. I said, yes, I'm the son of God because I'm trying to lead by example. All of you are God's children. I don't think you're getting it. Then you're getting the message. But that's not how we interpret it. We interpret it. He's God. That's God's son. That's him right there. He said he was God's son. Well, he said you were God's son too. No, I didn't say that. He said that shit. It was him. That was the dude. That
Which is
motherfucker
why,
right there.
which is why I asked the question. Which is why I asked the question. If we're all God's children, what's so special about Jesus?
Right. Exactly. So
No.
hold
Yeah, go
on.
ahead.
So the mental gymnastics are like, we completely dismiss the way humans behave, right, and just
Right.
assume that Jesus will.
All right, we're back on.
Oh yeah, technical difficulties again.
We apologize about that. We don't know what happened.
Yeah, no, whatchamacallit. So just so you know, we're still in a pandemic.
Right.
Chino's in Las Vegas. I'm in San Diego. We're recording everything on a iPhone and using Bluetooth headsets. So technical difficulties are inevitable.
Yes.
I'm just surprised that it took all the way up to the 4th episode for some shit like that to happen.
Right. Right. Yeah, I was listening intently to what you were saying, and I had a thing in mind, and then
Oh yeah, no.
what?
And I was going on a great tirade or
You were.
tirade
You were.
on the mental gymnastics that you have to perform in order to believe that Jesus was God. And, like, why would God create all the sinning in the first place?
Right.
The
Now,
whole Garden of Eden and all that other. Yeah, look,
yeah.
y'all know where I was going.
The thing that needs to be asked, the question that needs to be asked is, or the one of the critical things that needs to be said is that a lot of people don't know that the concept of hell and eternal punishment was nowhere in the Old Testament, and it wasn't until good old Jesus from Nazareth, meek and mild, introduced it. So this whole thing that Jesus is peaceful and shit like that, like that is not uh, that's not entirely true. You know,
He did advocate for slavery too.
Right. That's right. He not once did Jesus say anything about that whole shit in the first book where I said you can go kill these people and take their women and children for your own kind of thing. That whole rape and slavery thing that I sanctioned. Yeah, let's forget about that. Instead, what he said was, slaves obey your masters, even the cruel ones. So it's just this whole Jesus thing as the epitome of what's good and right. I don't buy it. So
Hold on. I'm trying to Google a quote real quick.
young Jamie, help him out.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, we're experiencing technical difficulties, and yeah, you're right. I'm surprised that it took 4 episodes for that shit to actually happen.
I know. God damn it! This fucking quote. Timing is everything.
Wait, which quote? I was about to ask you which quote, but you wouldn't remember because you need to look up the fucking quote.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, when you said, that thing I said, what was it about God? What I said up?
About slavery and rape and genocide and all that shit.
Right. Yeah, it's like, Jesus, what is best in life? To crush your enemies, to see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentations of their women.
Right. There you go. See? That motherfucker ain't peaceful. And he also says, leave your family and come with me.
Abandon your family. That sounds like a cult.
Yep. Exactly. We could dedicate.
In fact, yeah, we can which we're never gonna do because that just would not be funny.
It would piss me off actually.
But in all honesty, the Romans did think that Jesus was leading a cult. The Jewish people, I'm pretty sure, believed that Jesus was a cult leader. Yeah. And they handled it the way ancient people used to do, and I was like, well, if we kill him,
Right, exactly.
and then
we go.
and then we kill everyone who says the same shit that he says.
No more problems.
It's bound to go away, right?
Right.
Wrong.
Yep.
Wrong. You
Exactly.
only make it a more powerful idea, because if it really was wrong, why would you have to kill all of these people to prove yourself right?
Right.
And that's the thing about human beings and their thought processes.
Yeah.
Where you think that by eliminating the idea in a violent manner, it ends up becoming this propaganda, and people buy into it and go all in on the idea
Pretty much.
until they start either seeing it for themselves that it's a bad idea, or they get so institutionalized by it that they evangelize it and they become
Right.
evangelicals about it.
Yeah.
Because evangelical does not necessarily mean Christian.
Right.
Evangelical means that you are all in, and
Right.
there's nothing that can change your mind, and you're pushing that shit like you're pushing crack.
That's right.
Yep.
Pushing that shit like you're pushing crack.
Which, if you like our podcast, don't forget to subscribe.
I was just gonna say that. No.
And push it like crack.
Push us like crack. Yeah. Because Jesus pushes shit like crack, so push us like crack. If you're into Jesus, push us like crack, just like Jesus would.
Yeah. Exactly. All right, it's time to go.
It is time. Yes.
Yeah. After that, thank God that technical difficulty happened like close to the end. So.
Yeah, we're just gonna cobble this together and fix it in post.
That's right. Yeah, we'll fix it in post. Sure. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'll fix it in post.
I'll fix it in post.
Oh shit! Right on.
All right, man. I'll catch you next week, bro. I'll talk to you.
Man.
All right. Late.
Hey, what's up, homies? You like that shit? Then hit up that like button. Let us know what you think in the comment section. And if you didn't like that shit, then we hope you have a better time fucking yourself. The rest of you homies, go check out another video. Peace.